bunch of stuff, and since I have the DLC, I realized I don't like Alex. You can still do the box the chest thing as much as you want. But in addition, what
Are
I
you
thought,
putting in mannequins?
yes, I'm putting in a bunch of
I've been
mannequins,
wanting to
and
do that. I just haven't had the
I
time to do it since we installed.
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
since we
remember that you
installed
said that.
Fashionist, I've been wanting to do that, just haven't had the time.
Yep. See, I remember that you said that you wanted the mannequins. I remember you said that they were in a previous something. They were like in the last update or something. They took it out. Then only just yesterday in my single player did I see that they brought the mannequins. And so I thought, okay, remembering what you said, and even for my own gain, and then on top of that for everyone else's gain, I'm going to go and I've already done this. I'm going to put up as many mannequins as will fill a long space of area, long pathway or whatever, and I'm going to spawn in. Hopefully they will be left there. They're not meant to be used. I'm going to spawn in every single armor set in the game and put one on every single mannequin. So anyone who wants to armor their character or even use the thaumaturgy bench or whatever will be able to use those as visual guides instead of trying them all on over and over or looking at pictures. They'll be able to go up
Yes.
here and say, "Ooh, what's that one?" They'll be able to click on it, see what the name of it is, go bake it.
Yes.
I'm glad that you guys are receptive, even though yes, at the moment it is very creepy.
Yes. Yes, Mike. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, Hulk Hogan, man, you see the mannequins up there? Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
yeah.
That was good.
Oh, Macho Man, you're the Hulk Hogan gonna set the mannequins, but then the mannequins are gonna turn on you.
Also, very good, very good. Just throw in
Yeah.
a random sudden high-pitched anger, and then you got it right there.
Oh, yeah, but then
Perfect!
Hogan,
Perfect! There you go, you got it.
Macho Man has a little bit of a way of constantly speaking a little bit quick.
That's super good.
That's really good.
That's
Yeah, there
real
you go.
good, Alex. Yeah, I had no idea you could do a good Macho Man. That was
I'm
fantastic.
gonna be honest. You know the trick to learning a good Macho Man impression?
No.
Watch Jay Lethal do a Macho Man impression.
Oh, God, he was so good. He was so good. Macho Man, Ric Flair. I didn't know which one was better. To be able to do both, that's amazing. And to be black while you're at it, yeah, I'll do these two old white guys, no problem. And he nailed it.
I mean, Flair, let's be real. Flair, not okay, I was about to say this jokingly, but it's actually not a joke. Flair was the inspiration to an entire generation of several generations of young black men.
Oh, I believe it. I definitely believe it.
Like, there are scholarly essays out there about the influence that Ric Flair had on hip-hop.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's news. I didn't know that one.
Yeah,
Young
I mean,
black men growing up in the South.
Ric Flair and Gorgeous George both had a huge influence on black culture.
I see. Dusty, I would picture, but not Ric Flair. Oh, I don't know enough about Gorgeous George to know. I mean, I believe you.
Well,
Gorgeous
so with
George
Gorgeous
inspired
George,
Muhammad Ali.
yes, Muhammad Ali based his entire persona off of Gorgeous George.
I don't think I knew that actually.
Muhammad
Wow.
Ali was a huge wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that I knew. Yeah, that I knew. I did not know.
He
that.
even had a crappy boxing versus wrestling match.
Inoki, oh no!
Oh yeah.
Everyone knows the Inoki match.
I don't even like Muhammad Ali, but I felt bad for him in that because apparently, well, I can't say that I feel too bad because what I've read is that he agreed that it was going to be a work at first, and then when he found out he was going to lose,
Inoki thought it was going to be a shoot.
Well, okay, I've heard mixed things, and there's apparently no real way to know for sure which one it is. Supposedly, here's what I heard, and you can dispute. What I heard was that they both went in agreeing that it was going to be work, everything's fine, but then supposedly, Ali heard that he was going to lose, and because of that, he threw a hissy fit in so many words. And
that
well,
is
then,
not even.
I'm sure there's a very good chance it's not.
That's not what I heard either. Yeah.
Well, the only other thing, and then I'll turn it over to you guys, is that I think this is verified. Inoki was told one way or another, for one reason or another, you can't lay a finger on Ali. You can't punch him, whatever. You can't lay a finger on him. So he decided, well, then I'll just kick him, I guess. And then we had the debacle we had. Now it's your turn.
My understanding was that it was more so the fact that there were it was misunderstanding as well as the fact that there are rules like to try to meld wrestling with boxing. The rules were just so weird and like
Yeah, neither
restrictive
one
on
should have.
Inoki.
Yeah.
My understanding was from the outset, Inoki thought it was going to be a shoot. Ali wanted it to be thought it was going to be a work. And once they clarified, Ali's management said, "You're not allowed to grab him. You can punch and kick him, but you can't grab him." And obviously, Inoki's not stupid enough to try and outpunch Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Which is how we get
An hour
Antonio
of
Inoki going
Inoki
for the
laying
real
on
life.
the ground.
Yeah, we get Inoki going for the real life equivalent of that shit in fighting games, where you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go for crouching light kick all match, man.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Like, my understanding was, like, I'm not particularly big on Inoki, because Inoki's kind of an asshole in a lot of the stories about him. But, like, my understanding was that was just a big fit of stupidity on the part of managers and promotion. But which, by the way, do you guys know who promoted that match?
Tell us.
No, yeah. Go ahead. I do not remember.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Really?
That was
Somehow
his
that
attempt
doesn't
at trying to
surprise
break
me.
into. That was his attempt at trying to break into promoting actual shoot fighting.
Oh God. Well,
Yeah.
nice try? Question mark.
So a lot of that probably falls on Vince's shoulders for not getting it cleared up between them. This is Muhammad wants a work, Inoki wants a shoot. Get this shit sussed out.
Yeah. That was a little bit of a mess.
Because Inoki at that time, Inoki throughout his entire life was obsessed with proving that pro wrestlers were the best martial artists in the world. When even though it's famously a work.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say if he
Yeah.
really meant that, that's absurd. Whoops. Oh wait, no.
Honestly, Vince was probably too busy like hooking up with Japanese prostitutes at the time. To care.
Runs in the family.
Smoking coke out of sniffing coke out of Japanese prostitute vaginas.
Oh, good lord.
In the vaginas, I hear that's the finest way to consume it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or their buttholes too. I hear that's another way that
that results in her consuming it. Then you're in trouble.
I know it's a thing. I know that some people are into it. I try not to kink shame, but I'm sorry if you're actually putting a drinking instrument into an asshole, you need help, and you should seek it immediately.
If you're doing it into an asshole, I think you need medical help.
Yeah.
Yeah. That too.
Cannot be the healthy way of consuming it.
I wouldn't
think
think
so. That?
What's that? Oh, he's looking at my armor.
Weird reptilian helmet. That helmet is weird.
You're weird.
I like the thought of him being offended at you knocking the reptilian armor. Yeah, well, you're weird.
My father built that reptilian armor.
Really quick to help me save me some time, and then you guys can go right back to the wrestling talk. What are some just some armor suggestions? Does anyone know the name of some armors? Because I need to call up.
The dragon bone armors.
Are they actually just called dragon bone?
Let me go check real quick. 3 sets of dragon bone armors. They are called Void Forge Dragon Bone.
Void. Okay, hang on 1 second. I need to conjure them up.
Yeah, they're all Void Forge Dragon Bone, and then there's a light set, a medium set, and a heavy set, and they're all
I think I got them here. Alrighty.
I feel like I like the light Void Forge Dragon armor the best. I don't know, but I'll like to see it in game.
You what? Oh, you'd like to see it in game? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta put the helmet on the wizard here. Yeah. Again, I will let you guys decide how you want to treat these sets of armor. If you want to cheat, that's going to be up to you. But my goal here is just to use all of these just as displays, permanent displays, so everyone can be like, "Hey, that one looks cool," and then know what they're getting.
Yeah. No, I think this is a good use.
Cool.
Of cheating.
That. Okay, I have a quick question before we get back to the wrestling talk. I don't want to mess with anyone's creations here. So, what's the deal with the, not what's the deal? Like I've got.
I already think I know what it is. What's the deal with the strange?
I think I know what you're talking about.
I do too. I do too. But go ahead.
I don't think I actually am referring to whatever you guys are doing.
I bet you are.
Why are
I
there
there's
like eight? Who went to the trouble of making 8,000 hardened bricks? And can I use
Oh,
them?
yeah.
he
Go
wasn't asking what I thought. I see, Sue, and you went
yeah.
running to exactly the same thing I thought he was going for.
I did. I did.
For me, honestly, it's just I prefer the interior. But
Oh
go
no!
ahead.
What did? Hang on, I'll go
No,
over
no,
and see
no.
what you
I
guys.
finally built my house, and it's going to look horrendous from the outside,
Well,
which is unfortunate because I really like the
there was
interior.
another thing that I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about my tower to Zath that I was in the process of building. Which, by the
I
way, I
had
do
noticed you
actually
guys
need
had
to
like
ask
done
for.
some odd building replacements. Like you changed the staircase over here. You changed the you turned one of the wall foundations into Turanian for some reason.
Oh, that would have been me. That was a mistake. If you don't want to mod that correction, I'll do it. Oh wait, no, that one was actually Soon. That was Soon testing something
Yeah,
out.
that was me testing it out.
I gave him the supplies to build his frontier stuff. Yeah, I forgot that he didn't correct it. Or actually, it would have been on me to correct it. But yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Like, especially because this is the one particular foundation that clearly looks like it's bearing a symbol of some kind. Like, is this supposed to have some greater significance, or?
If you can get behind there, there's something really cool hidden
It's
behind
a
that one
doorway to my
wall.
little hobbit hole.
Yeah, I need to light all the torches in the surrounding area, and then it plays da 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 da. Oh shit.
That would be super cool if this game had Zelda stuff like that. Or at least I would think so.
Yeah.
I'm the only person who likes Zelda, I think.
Hey, I'm not, I wasn't big on Link to the Past. Ocarina, I think has a lot. I'm just playing through Ocarina right now because 20,
Oh,
30
really?
years behind, but nonetheless. I think Ocarina is janky as hell. It's aged poorly in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it does have a lot of charm to it in a lot of ways.
Really quick, and I always say that all the time, but no, seriously, really quick. How far into it are you? Well,
I
like how many
am.
hours, I guess.
I just did Death Mountain. I am about to go into the Zora River, so I am super
Oh,
early.
yeah, you're pretty early. You're on like technically dungeon 3 out of like 12, I guess, sort of. But yeah, if I would have known that you were playing that, I would have like joined in a cast of it or whatever to watch you play. That would have been fun. I love Zelda
Oh,
Ocarina of Time.
I'm not
That's
recording
fine.
it.
It's fine.
I'm playing it on the Nintendo Switch. I don't even have a means of recording that.
Oh, you're playing straight. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine too.
Which, yeah, that's I gotta admit, I wasn't like really like getting grabbed by the game, and it's the silliest thing. I was not getting grabbed by the game until you play the royal song for Darunia, and Darunia is like, "Oh,
Does this jig?
the infectious beat! I can't not dance!"
He does say that in so many
And
words.
it was so like goofy. I couldn't help but be charmed by it.
Ah, okay. Well, as long as something won you over, that's cool.
Yeah.
Being a hardcore Zelda player at that time, I had played every Zelda game, and I was stoked to play that one. I bought it for Christmas of 1998. Yeah, just after seeing Prince of Egypt for the second time, I went out and bought it. That was a very good night, very good night. One of the best nights I ever had with that ex-girlfriend who became the stripper, actually. But she was with me as I went to the movies with her. She wanted to see Prince of Egypt with me, and she asked me not to see it, but I couldn't resist. I went and saw it first without her because I really, really wanted to see it, and I was happy to see it a second time with her anyway. And then after that, we went and had some Pizza Hut, went to a really cool mall in Illinois, Gurney Mills, and then I got Ocarina of Time, and it was like, what? What?
Proceed. Proceed.
No, I was essentially done anyway. It's fine.
I do want to ask, what's with the extra ceiling tiles on the outside of your house?
That was, in fact, this might be worth bringing up, actually. You will probably want to, unless we can persuade you otherwise, because we have good logical reasons for it, turning off or on, however one would phrase it, the building support structure bullshit. Because Soon and I went through so much fucking needless effort to get our structures to do what we wanted them to do, because we were constantly having to stop and like, oh no, you put something 3 feet away, you need to stop and put a damn, column underneath it, and blah 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 blah.
Okay,
Long story short, yeah. So
let me go ahead and get this in. The
yeah,
supports
yeah.
for
Go ahead.
this, a lot of the issue with the support for this, you're going to want a lot more pillars down there.
That's another one of the problems, is that this place is littered with pillars. It looks ugly, and I think it's kind of holding down maybe the frame rate a little bit because there's so
Let
much
me
of
take a
them.
look in there.
I mean, it's a mess. I mean, I'm talking
What?
about downstairs under everything.
Oh,
Like our whole citadel. It's like the whole damn citadel is supported by columns. It's a mess.
inside there it's
Soon help me out
gorgeous.
here. What'd you
Yeah,
say?
inside there it's gorgeous. Down here, yeah,
Wait,
this is
where
what
are you, by the way? What are you referring to? I don't know where you're at.
inside your house it's gorgeous. Oh boy, there are so many ceilings and walls that have been placed down here. Let me tell.
Yeah. See, that was to answer your question more directly. That was the side effect of me trying to do my building. Is I was at some points just desperate to make a tile appear when I knew I was clicking in the right spot, but the building thing was fucking me up, and so I kind of like rotate around, and tiles would accidentally be placed willy nilly. That's if you're seeing them on like sides and like replacing other random spots on existing buildings, that's accidental. I
Yeah,
hadn't yet had enough time to clean it.
I just cleaned up a bunch of them down there. It's fine.
Yeah, feel free. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the inside of my house, the reason why the outside is so ugly is because the inside, it's supposed to be obviously the exterior, but I find it so gorgeous. Just white marble and blue and gold everywhere. I really like the look of it inside. So, unfortunately, you guys have to deal with how ugly the outside of my house looks.
Well, what you can do, there are a few methods to try and make the exterior look better. Uh,
Ah.
the one I guess would be just to double layer the walls.
Uh, can can you can you literally just place a new layer on top of the existing one, like flat
No,
against it?
no.
Okay.
You just
Well,
have to add an extra like set of walls a
I
block
had
away.
thought of doing that, to be honest. Alex, do you have
yes.
something different?
Yeah, I have. I've built a mansion in creative mode in my single player, and I wanted to make the mansion out of frontier gear. The frontier stuff looks very mansion-like on the interior side, but the exterior side looks like it's ready to be fucking sieged. So I double layer a lot of the walls so that when you pass through into a hallway, the hallway walls don't look like you're in some kind of hell zone.
Yeah,
It
fair enough.
it would be a bit expensive, but it might be worth it. In terms of
I
the
wouldn't. No, go ahead.
downstairs being Pillar City, that is one thing. If you want to build here, we'll either want to put buildings underneath here that then go upwards to support your house, and that would do just as better. That would probably be even better than the pillars. Or we would want to just cut out this staircase here once we're done building. Once we put in a bunch of supports here, I mean, and then just use foundations to seal this place up.
I'm not necessarily against any of those ideas. I guess I was just kind of hoping that we could maybe get rid of the whole building support thing altogether. But I know you probably wouldn't necessarily be a fan of that.
I can do it. I didn't want to do it when we started, just because I didn't want anybody to like build some weird flying house. But
When he says that, he's thinking to himself soon.
I I figured Pink. Is Pink still with us? It's
Yeah,
your
I
fault.
definitely would have built a flying house. That's
If
for
there was a
sure.
way to do it.
which, by all means, that's the beauty of player freedom. I probably shouldn't be blocking that anyways.
Well,
But
I mean, see, Soon and I were talking about it in relation to our building woes just before you showed up, and we were both kind of like saying back and forth to each other. Well, there's some good practical reasons for this, but at the same time, it's like, well, it's your server. We don't want to dictate what you do, so it's kind of it's practicality versus quote realism, I guess. Cheating, eh.
let me see. Okay, the stability system has been turned off.
Cool. That's simple. That easy.
Yeah, well, it's actually a multiplier, so I could set it to like 10% stability loss multiplier, which would make it where like you could
Sorry.
build out.
I'm sorry. Just I'm sorry. The more I think about it, the funnier it is. Soon, who's up here just fucking around, suddenly ran up on my screen. I'm looking forward, so I can't see what my periphery is holding. Soon comes running in from camera right, stops to just punch my character in the back of her head. Blood squirts out in every direction, and then he just runs off.
I see.
Go on. It was just a big poof, and just blood everywhere, and just off he goes. It's like, it seems so deliberate. Like, yeah, fuck you too. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, Alex, go on. I just couldn't help but laugh.
No, it's fine.
uh,
Just gonna think of it.
all right. Yeah. You were talking about the building system.
Oh, we still can't build flying things. It still has to be connected to the ground somehow. I literally
Yeah.
just tried that out. It
Yeah.
didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have assumed that, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, but either which way, yeah, what it is, I'm not turning stability off. There is a stability loss meter that I am setting, and I just set it to 0, so that buildings will never lose, building parts won't lose stability whatsoever.
So does that... Go on. Go ahead.
So I could set that to 10%, where it instead makes it where, like, well, you only lose a little bit of stability. So you could build out, 24 platforms, and then it starts to turn orange or red and whatever, right?
So if hypothetically, and I'm not necessarily saying that we should or shouldn't do this, if you were to turn the building stability to just 0, just flat out 0, that would mean that we'd be able to build just essentially just like build one level up, and then from that like build a diving board that just goes across the entire world. We would never
That is
need
exactly
structures.
what I have just done.
What? Really?
Oh, excuse me. I've set the stability loss to 0. I did not instantly build a. I did not build a sky
I
bridge
thought
in 10
I was
seconds.
gonna say maybe somehow you tested it.
I
And
was like, wow,
wow.
you're speedy quick.
I figured he cheated somehow to do it, but I still wanted to see the results.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think we've found a mod yet that has build wands, though that'd be fun. That would actually be kind of neat, but nonetheless.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a few Skyrim mods that added quote-unquote build wands, which made it where, you would input just like, okay, build blocks out in 25, out to 25 block range, and you'd hit it, and it would take 25 blocks from your inventory and build a straight line of 25 blocks, or something like that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, very, very Minecraft-ish.
Yeah, but nonetheless, yeah, I've turned off stability loss. So if you guys want to annihilate those pillars downstairs or something, I don't know what your intention was there. You can now go do it.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to do so, to be honest. I think that it literally would just probably help the... I mean, we're obviously building all the time, so it's not like I'm just going to say, well, those things specifically are the only reason why things are going slow. No, it's not that. It's just that they, honestly, they really kind of look ugly. They've all built up over time. I put some there. We've all put some there. It happens. But that plus the fact that, the less unnecessary build that we have, the better.
Well, you've got it fairly modest down here. There's maybe like half a dozen pillars holding up your house. But
Mine, yeah, mine's pretty good, I guess.
You remember when I was working on this place, I was specifically pointing out a lot, like sandstone pillars look like veggie straws.
Yes,
yeah,
I
they
do.
don't. They don't look like they should support what they do.
Yeah. Soon was saying that earlier, in fact.
Yeah, I have, like, when you go and look what's under the treasure room or what's under the Derketo shrine, like, it's absurd the amount of veggie straws I have going down there.
Oh yeah, yeah. That the entire like underneath of our castle looks really hideous.
Yeah. It's almost like...
My plan was to eventually, at some point, just, like, have a point where we stop building and I put in foundations to cover it up.
You can still do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What happened to a section of the wall?
What?
Wait, where?
Probably another one of my mistakes. What? Where?
What happened?
Where are you?
Where?
Sounds pretty great, whatever it is. What the
Come over
fuck?
to
Like, you all right?
Come over to your house. Come over on top of your house.
Oh, on top of my house. That's probably something I did then. I just forgot to patch up. I mean, remember, you came in pretty quickly after I was done building.
Oh,
crawling
fuck.
up
No,
now.
I don't remember that. You didn't say that. Oh.
Yeah,
What
you
happened?
showed
I
up
don't see it.
pretty... Well, there is a giant chunk missing out of the wall. I don't know if that's what he's
Oh,
referring to.
Yeah, it's just... What happened?
Honestly, that is, I think, part of the building bullshit, because you know what happened? I can tell you specifically. Wait, where are you guys? Because I can show you actually
I
exactly.
think I'm figuring out what you... okay, there was
Yeah.
overlap here that...
Yeah, there was not only overlap, but also like soon, right over here, like this area here, I couldn't like the structures, the foundations that were laid down were apparently not in sync when they were originally created.
Because triangles
they were
used at some point that offset the stretch that your house was built on.
That would explain it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could not get just a plain straight boardwalk area, and I had to clear the walls, and I was intending to put them back. I just hadn't done so yet. I wanted to get the mannequin thing before I forgot. Yeah, for me it was less funny. For me it was like, son of a bitch. This
Yeah.
fucking shit. Why isn't it working?
Fucking thing won't work.
It's true.
By the way, Alex, do you have? I could use some building tips potentially for what I'm trying to build over here.
Yeah, I'll be
Right.
glad to help. Right now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm using creative mode as a sandstone. Who gives a fuck to fix the wall?
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I,
I
I
don't
would
think
have
we're
done it,
gonna
Alex.
be too. We're gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be too pressed about you using creative mode to just put in a few sandstone blocks that are gonna be replaced.
That's how I got up there to get rid of him in the first place. Because again, I had to go through so much trouble getting around the various. It was not quite as even building over there as I would have expected. But by that point, by the time I got back there, it was way too late. So I had to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here. I would have warned you about
No,
the.
no, it's fine. It's no worries. Just
Yeah.
explaining why it's a mess right now is all.
I'm gonna be honest. Part of why there was such a big gap there that you built over was because I realized that I had created the unevenness with the triangles and went, "Oh no, I'll come back to this later."
Yeah, yeah, that's happened to me in my single player game as well. I wish there was. I understand why there wouldn't be. There's got to be some level of grid going on. But in my single player game, I have a couple of. I made I made a home that basically was sort of relatively circular. It was like circle as opposed to, let's say, square, of a large base, and because I couldn't, I kind of I put it together around some sand dunes,
Oh,
and I could only
there you
build
are.
into those so much. And so because of that, the buildings were a little off kilter from each other when they came around to meet at one end. Like they I don't know. I know what I'm saying. I don't like that you can't just snap to grid in this game.
The triangle. The trouble is that the triangles aren't quite perfect. Like the triangles have such an offset that once they start to offset the squares, you can't really. Offsetting another part of your building that's still on the square grid is a real problem.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's understandable.
So yeah. Anyway, Alex, since you're here, I've been trying to figure out
Oh,
a
I
way
see
to
the
make this
problem
like.
now that I look up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking down
Yeah.
at the floor and I was like, I don't see the problem here. You've made a perfect circular structure soon. You've really learned the trick of building the triangles. And I slowly look up and I go, oh, okay,
Okay, I need to go see this now.
okay. Soon, do
Where?
you know the meme that's gone around for a little bit of Willem Dafoe in that horror movie in Lighthouse? When he looks up and he gets this slack-jawed look of just terror?
I know
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I was looking up and going, oh god, no!
I see it now too. Holy
Uh-huh.
shit!
This
Uh-huh.
is a
But the rest of it
problem.
looks really good, though. The rest of it looks really good, so you should be proud of yourself.
Okay, we can work with this. I think.
Really quick though,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
trying to figure out how to do like a sloped roof. Because I think it
also
would look. I think it would look really cool to have like just like a weird shaped building with spikes on stuff for Zath.
I agree. Yeah,
this
the
is
picture set does work real well with Zath, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'll see. I'll see if I can work some magic here.
this is of less importance, but this area here where I'm standing, I think there's some overlap of the textures because they're flickering when I run around on them. You might want to just remember that for later. See where I'm talking about these particular floors here? They wiggle and I don't know how to
They-
describe it. Are you seeing it?
They wiggle.
No, I'm not.
I
Nope,
guess
I'm
it could
not
just be
seeing
on
any
my
of that.
screen. Huh. Yeah, it looks like texture overlap, but if you're not seeing it, then maybe it's just my screen for some reason only on those particular pieces. I've seen stranger things.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I tried to slide down the tried to slide down in here, but the sandstone fence still causes damage. They haven't patched that still.
Heh.
Oh, also, I guess I may have accidentally deleted one of these like Chinese roof tiles.
It might have been missing that one to begin with. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is gonna be I'm gonna have to itch my brain with this.
Yeah, because if it was like a squared or a rectangle building, a sloped roof wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that it's a circle building, kind of a problem.
Well, a domed roof would definitely work, but fuck.
Pink, you need to get in here, and you and Alex need to put your
Yeah, you
brains
need
together to build.
we require assistance, Pink. This,
I can
this-
jump in real quick and take a look at what you're building right
You
now.
might actually come up with a good solution, believe it or not. You guys are pretty good builders. You're innovative. I'm not. I'd offer to help, but I build squares, as you saw.
Is the internet? By the way, is the internet your new place any good, Pink?
It's about as good as the house that I came from, my parents' house. So
Excellent.
it's the same internet providers. So yeah.
Oh, what the? Oh, hello. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Okay, this is gonna.
Yeah. Once I got to like halfway across the that top roof, I was like, wait a second. I can't slope this.
Oh. Fuck.
I don't know if that's amazement or disgust. A little bit of both, I guess.
Well,
I'm an architect.
Look at me! Look what I
Yeah,
built!
look at me. I'm Billy. I'm an architect.
Billy, buildings need to be, secure and connected and sensible. No, they don't.
Yeah, they just need to be look cool.
They need to be neat buildings.
okay, Mike, what's the bit from Simpsons with the focus group testing for the toy?
What specifically do you want to know?
I'm trying to remember the gag at the end. Like, okay, kids, so you want it to be this? You want our
Oh,
cereal
yeah.
to be this?
I don't know the exact line, but it's something along the lines of, so you want the characters to be new and fresh and exciting, while at the same time being familiar and safe? And they're like, yeah! And from the other end of the window, the guy leading the focus group, Roger Myers Senior, he's like, that's why you're kids, because you're stupid. You don't know anything. You're stupid kids. Just tell us what's wrong with our frickin' show. So yeah, the kids are like, yeah, everything's great, but it's awful at the same time. So just make it better. Yeah, very very helpful.
I may have. Hang on. No. What about the inverse? Oh, hell no. Okay, fair enough.
What about Bob?
Yeah, what about Bob?
What about Bob?
I really enjoyed that movie.
I'm gonna take Bob and I'm gonna shove this thing up his ass.
Oh, that's so
Oh
horrible.
my.
Maybe you'll like it. Bob's been known to be a freak.
Freak about.
I'm referring to the movie. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, we've got slopes, but they're over triangles.
Slopes over triangles. That sounds troublesome.
Oh boy.
Really quick, soon. I say that way too often, really quick. But it's usually meant to be really quick. Soon. I forgot to mention earlier that any of these armors which are set to be female, you can by long pressing on them, you can easily just change them to display male for you instead.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you can instantly swap between the genders to see what the difference is.
By the way, I found that really hard arena boss that you guys were talking about. It's not in the arena with the zombie dragon.
Why
Alex?
not?
Why not? You could ask him, but he's dead.
It's in that dungeon right next to us.
It
Oh,
is?
Clails.
Yeah,
Clails
yeah,
Vacation Home, yeah.
yeah. Clails
Oh,
Vacation
right.
Home. After
I
you
read
get a
about
decent
that.
amount into it, you get to the arena champion, who is not beatable for me. That's
Yeah,
for damn sure.
the Undead Dragon isn't horrible. I will say that I've beaten Undead Dragon in single player by just sitting up in the sinkhole and shooting poison arrows at it.
Oh, I beat him in like single-handed combat, pretty easily. He's about
Yeah, but
as
you weren't playing
difficult as the Red
Sorcerer.
Mother. Yeah, true. But he's about as difficult as the Red Mother, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's as someone who has lost several zombies to Red Mother who have 7,000 health. Yeah.
Mother.
But if you can beat Red
Yeah,
Mother
really,
solo,
that's
you can
what
beat
I
the
was.
Zombie Dragon solo. Now, the Arena Champion, however, if you fuck up, you are probably dead.
You fuck
She
up, you
does
die.
half my health. She does half my health while I'm wearing really heavy armor
Oh, shit. Half your health?
in one hit.
That's pretty drastic.
And she does a lot of hits.
I could you know, you said that was the arena boss.
Yeah, Arena
I do
Champion is
remember,
what she's called.
yeah, I remember saying something along the lines of that the arena champion is supposed to be, I guess, the hardest boss in the game. That's supposed to be the hardest boss. The wine cellar is supposed to be the hardest dungeon.
Wine Cellar was actually pretty easy.
I
That's
foresee a couple
interesting.
solutions here soon, but this may drive me to drinking. And as luck would have it, I do have alcohol in my inventory, so. Oh!
You know what that noise means.
Oh! Hang on, give me a second. Let me find it.
You know, nobody used the GTS tonight, and it kind of upsets me.
Oh,
Go
you
to
guys
sleep.
didn't finish talking about that.
That would have been great.
Oh, that actually would have been. I only just now realized. Yeah, the importance of that. That would have been pretty amazing, actually.
Zoe Stark did get a K360 in, which is very close to go to sleep, but yeah.
True.
That would have been a wonderful haha fuck you to Punk and in a way to AEW as well.
There was the Trish Becky match. Yeah, what we were saying with Trish is not done so hot lately, but that match actually was really good. They just beat the shit out of each other all over
Yeah?
the fucking cage.
Yeah?
Oh, they had a cage match.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
nice.
Yeah?
Man, women's wrestling has gone a long way.
Yeah, it really has, hasn't it?
From
Women's
bra and
Royal
panties
Rumbles.
matches all the
Yeah.
way to fucking cage matches.
I remember one of the WrestleManias, no less, had a bra and panties match with two random bims versus two like Budweiser, Bud Light, Bimbo Bim group girls, and the match was like 15 seconds, and they just like yanked off each other's shirts very willingly and rolled over. I think it was Teddy Long, and he was like, "Ow, playa!"
Yeah.
Or no, it wasn't him. It was whoever that other white dweeb was.
Well, Trish Stratus has had a bra and panties match with Stacy Keibler before, hasn't she?
You know what? I think Stacy Keibler was actually one of the girls that I'm referring to that was in the
Yeah,
Playboy match
probably.
thing as well, or the
But I'm
Bud
pretty
Light
sure
Bimbos
Trish
or
has
whatever.
had to do a bra and panties match too. She in
I think they
general
all
had to do a lot of fucked up shit with Vince.
Yeah,
And
all of
those
them did. Yeah, yeah. I don't think there was a single girl during that era that didn't have to do some of that stuff. And then remember they
Yeah.
had I don't know if this was in the match in real life or it was just the game, but do you remember in one of the games they had the Fulfill Your Fantasy match?
Oh
Yes,
no!
Yeah, remember that?
This was all 2006.
That's right. It was 2006. That's right. It was essentially just bra and panties, except you could also hit each other with pillows on a heart-shaped bed that was in the ring. Oh, you could put the girls over your knees and slap them as well. It was a mini game. A little
Yeah,
slider.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but I loved that when I found a way to mod that game, I made all the female wrestlers because naturally it was women only. I made all the wrestlers men. And I had like The Rock like gingerly slapping Steve Austin's ass over his knee on a fucking heart-shaped
great.
bed. It was
That's
so
great.
good. I laughed my ass off. I got more enjoyment than they intended out of that. That's
When I was a kid, I would just change random like male wrestlers that I didn't like into having the most overtly feminine entrance walks animations.
See,
Just
it's
like
like
having
good revenge.
just having fucking Great Khali coming out like swaying his hips and stuff.
Pointing his finger up in the air, like, no, no, no. That kind of silly ass shit. Yeah, that is pretty good. I mean, I have nothing wrong with, gay men, but there's something awesome and hilarious about making strong, presumably straight men into just total femlets. It's great.
Yes,
Great
exactly.
Khali in particular, who has no body movement.
No.
Right,
If
exactly. Like
Khali
that's the funniest
tried to
thing.
do the sexy poses, his back would explode and his knees.
Yeah. His legs would like buckle out from underneath him. I'm
Like,
pretty sure his
Mhm.
hip would give out.
there would be a snapping noise that would reverberate throughout the arena.
Would reverberate through the arena like someone had a
There'd be
mic
guys,
to it.
there'd be some guy getting a hot dog at the hot dog stand who would hear it coming down the fucking halls, and he'd go, "Holy shit, what was that?"
I like the thought of it.
I remember in 2000 I had 2007 to 2008, never 2006, but in 2007 if I didn't like a guy in GM mode I'd have him job to Tori Wilson, and in 2008 I'd have him job to Kelly Kelly.
That's great.
Oh, okay.
I usually had them job to what was her fucking name in the 2009 game? Ashley,
Ashley Massaro?
maybe. Let me
That's
see.
the Ashley
That
I'm
was
aware
only
of.
Ashley in that
Yeah,
game. So
Ashley
yeah.
Massaro. Yeah, Ashley Massaro.
I don't remember if I jobbed I think I probably jobbed some characters to Carlito here and there, but one thing I remember is when I was when I was really hating Stone Cold for the first time back around 2002 or 3. It would have been about 2003 because I was playing Shut Your Mouth for the first time. That game, and probably a few around it, but I know that one in specific had an entrance to where the character would come in on they'd come in for some inexplicable reason in a shopping cart. And it would then like halfway down the ramp tip over,
It's
and the
the
guy would
inverse
roll
of the
down.
New Jack entrance.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, he was in the cart, like riding it, like wee, and it would fall over.
I
And
am
he'd
the
roll down.
groceries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, instead of being like coming down with a a stop sign, all kinds of bags of shit in his grocery cart. Yeah, he was just riding in it for again no adequately explained reason.
Oh, this is all fucked up.
It is.
Are you?
I
You're still working
apologize.
on it.
I apologize for what I've.
Hang on. Okay, there is a slight. Okay, I don't know what happened. Hang on. Okay, so there's the slanted kind of sloped thing going on here, and on one side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4. But why is it? It's uneven. Hang on. What's going on here? It can't be uneven. That can't be it.
It very well could be.
Well, why is there? Okay. But the slope comes over one side more on the north side than it does on the south side.
Yeah.
Why?
You sure? Wait, what are you referring to exactly?
Well, okay, hang on. If only my character could fucking climb.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is like slightly higher, I think. Maybe.
Like where the slopes. Okay. The slopes. Well, you don't want the slopes to lead into triangles to begin with, because the only slope roof pieces are square based, not triangle based.
Right, right.
So. Oh, fuck.
Just gonna kill myself in disgrace.
I'll take
You
the
must
skin.
commit harikuri
Alex just immediately goes to skim my corpse.
Always the opportunist.
Okay, so soon, let's go to one of my, let's go to one of the towers I've built on the castle walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's just one of those little building tricks that I had to learn as well.
Or if there's
Where...
another way, I mean, I do kind of like the slanted look, if that's possible, but it doesn't seem like it might be.
Well, we could build it in a staggered way, but it would require a restructuring of it.
Yeah,
Because,
staggered would still be good. Just like a weird shaped building is kind of what I was going for.
okay, so, you see the floor plan in here when you're on the outer edge, triangle, 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 square, square, triangle, 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 square, square,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So the stairs go over the squares, but then abruptly turn into little floors for the triangles, right?
Right.
That's pretty well. If you're going to build something that goes like if you're going to use the stamp or slope, if you're going to use the stairs or ramp or slope pieces, they have to be over squares. So this is what I'm thinking is we'd have to stagger it like this, but we'd have to rethink the way we're doing slopes. Though this might actually wind up with a more even slope to it. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and see what if we could. Oh, I see. Well, I better take your skin again.
Sorry,
Let's see.
I
Let's see. What are
hadn't
you saying
fully.
sorry for? I got free skin,
Oh yeah, fair enough.
free human hide, brother. Genuine. Put that on the market.
Straight from the source.
Hmm. Okay, so what I am almost thinking here. Huh. How do we do this? Because you've got alternating squares and triangles here, which I do like that scheme. That ends up with a more perfect circle.
Right.
So we would have to restructure the roof you've already got built here and turn a lot of it, more of it into slopes.
That's fine.
So we would be putting the slanted sloped wall pieces on the walls that correspond to square floor pieces on the outer rim.
Yeah, that works well. Just keep in mind that you have to be the one to like tear it down because I can't. Because if I tear it down, I'll just get the pieces refunded and I won't be able to, build again.
Why can't you? Oh, did somebody just give you like cheat in?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
that's Mike.
No.
Mike ended up, importing them all in for me, and then
Yeah,
gave me a bunch.
he just wanted to build a cool place, and I thought, well, hell with that. I wonder if I could just give him the pieces. And
That's
sure
also
enough,
where the hardened bricks all came from. Was me making mistakes and then stuffing the remnants into the smelter.
okay. We'll pretend that you got them legit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For anyone watching
that's
at home,
like
I
a
did
week.
all of that.
Yeah, a lot of material gathering. That was you did that
Always.
off camera.
To be fair, if I really ground at it, I could probably get that many hardened bricks in, a half hour, probably.
Yeah, probably. But you also have a blood pick now.
Yeah, that is also very true. I now have a black
And that's
blood
just the
pick.
hardened bricks. I mean, I gave him everything. Literally 100 of every single building piece of that set.
And then 400 of the wedge pieces.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were asking for extra those. That's right.
And then that piece, yeah, okay. Boom, boom. Okay, that works out better. Yeah. That'll work.
Yeah. And then I was also thinking of just like having an upper platform area where you have to like half down to the bottom floor.
Where you have to what down to the bottom floor?
Where you have to like go down a hatch and a ladder to get to this floor.
Oh, okay, a latch and a hatch. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like having a platform.
Hang on, give me a second. Then give me a second.
Leading up from that walkway up there. I don't know if that'll be possible because it's a little funky.
All right, this is gonna be a real stupid basic thing, but soon can you get me regular wood?
How much?
Any amount will work.
At least 4.
At least
Uh,
4. Got it.
Billions of quadrillions, and 3 more on top of that.
Do you also happen to have branches and twine? Oh wait, I can make the twine. But do you also happen to have branches on you?
Only 38.
Okay, so
I
let's
have a bunch
see.
of branches. Where are you guys? I'll bring it. I have 57. I don't know if that's enough.
I soon had enough on him. Soon had enough.
Oh,
on him.
okay.
Yeah. Let's see. If we were to
Branches
do
and
it.
twine.
Were to do a hatch, we would probably do it over here, I'm going to guess.
Why are you guys making hatches, by the way? What purpose do they serve? I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm just wondering what the actual purpose is.
Okay, there we go. There's that. Ask Soon. He's the one who wanted a hatch.
Oh. Soon.
It's a way to, like, have a ladder going up to a hatch.
Oh,
Yeah,
I never. Okay.
instead of stairs, you have a ladder.
Okay. Interesting. So you don't have to. Okay. Yeah, it's a space saver. Hadn't never
Yeah.
thought of that. I thought a hatch just literally like dropped you down, like a quick escape or something. Which I understood that, but I figured you guys were putting it for more specific a reason.
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
was correct.
actually, Alex, I meant, like, higher up so that you could potentially, like, have it leading from that walkway up there into the hatch.
That walkway up, it won't line up. You built this on a different grid than that walkway up there. So
Yeah, I've realized that.
the ladder will only work if it's lined up.
It doesn't have to quite line up. Like, hold up.
It needs to be set against a wall, I believe. Well, give me
Yeah.
a second. Let me try this.
Let me just go up here to explain what I mean. Like, you could have it, like, right on this part, right? And it won't be too much of a hassle to walk on to this from, like, this area. It almost perfectly lines up. Like, if I were to take out this, I can walk right across it.
Okay, yeah, we'll work on that when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a triangle piece. Put her square. Let's see. So we need boop, 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 boop. Okay. Go. Line up, you son of a bitch. Line up, you stupid son of a bitch.
What did you say?
I don't know. I thought I was... No, I'm not even going to say what I was trying to go for, because I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Fuck you for
It
asking.
happens. Yeah, right.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck off.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let me be stupid in peace.
This is a judgment-free zone.
Right.
Is it though?
Except when it comes to pink.
A lot of judgment for that poor bastard.
Oh, fuck me. What is... Oh, what is going on here?
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
Yeah, it sounds.
You don't see this? Da, 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 da. Okay, now exit creative mode. There we go. Okay, yeah, from up here I can set it up. Okay. I couldn't get it at that angle, but I was just going to skip some climbing there. Probably going to have to take out that centerpiece of the ceiling, yeah. Okay, so it looks like now I can get the slopes lined up. Let's see. With no support, then I'm not going to have to worry about whether or not the weight can actually be supported.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, it's dark. Do you want to... Oh, well, I guess you probably don't want lighting in the realm of the spider god. That wouldn't make sense.
No, yeah, it was supposed to be dark. But you can just pop down a temporary torch, or yeah, that works
No,
too.
I'll hold one.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It even goes in your hand.
Oh, I was
Holy
talking about
shit.
the room. What's up?
No, I was just continuing to joke about the handheld torch.
Ah, gotcha. What you up to, Mike?
Still spawning in armor kits for the mannequins. I'm almost done with it, I think. I've covered most. There's still, excuse me, still some sets that I have not yet remembered the names of to come up with them, but has to be probably at least, ooh man, like 40 or 50 sets by now up there, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'm figuring this out as I go. Yeah, I think I'm putting it together.
Yeah, looks pretty good so far.
Oh shit! He
What's up?
sneezed.
Is that what that was? Oh shit, yeah, okay.
Is he dying?
He's dying.
It sounded
Not
Only
good.
crazy.
temporarily.
Yo, the jiggle physics seem a lot more intense than I remember.
It
Yeah, they come
depends
on
on
a
your
bit
character.
strong.
Yeah, see, earlier when I was first playing this game, I was like, wow, the jiggle physics in this game are really good. That's because I'm one of those, like, non-wackos who gets girls that have a realistic bust, not like quadruple Fs.
Some women do have that.
Not these size of women, Not
No,
naturally.
not that size. Not unless they're fake dubs.
Right. Yeah,
I've
Those
seen
yeah.
have
them.
to be.
Nope. That'd be like a legitimate genetic deformity for women of the size that are in this game, as thin as they are and as shapely as they are with the hourglass figures. They would not have giant like J cups.
What a shame.
Things just
I'm-
like they really should.
Yeah, I mean my character's. Yeah, she's got some definite jiggle too. I do think it's silly that I mean again when I made that comment about how good it was, she was also wearing like a leopard skin top. I think it's a little sillier when she's wearing what should be like hard leather or even like chainmail and it jiggles. It's I mean they can only do so much, but it's funny that it's just literally just a jiggle area no matter what you're wearing.
Right.
I guess the men are probably the same in their particular spot.
Holy crap, there's a party going on up here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That dancer
yeah.
has a pig leg. Alex, how do I get a pig leg?
I can give you right now.
Alex is busy right now. Ask someone else.
Alright,
Bing,
fair
come here.
enough.
I've got a peg leg for you.
You have a pig leg?
Do you have a
where are
spare eye patch?
Right over here, behind you, Bing. I don't have a spare eye patch, but I do have the. Right
Oh,
there.
pink. What outfit is that? That's a cool outfit. I really like it.
I don't
Oh wait,
know.
it's a mixture of. It's now that I see it up closer, it's a bunch of gibberish slapped together. Never mind.
That is
You
a fact.
suck.
Fucking hate you.
I don't know how well you guys remember Mortal Kombat or know Mortal Kombat in the first place to know this detail, but in Mortal Kombat 3, if you had the
Hell
chance,
yeah.
Yeah.
let me go back and look. In Mortal Kombat 3, if you had the chance to enter in a character's whatever like combat code or whatever, and you got it wrong, like the ultimate combat code or whatever, Shao Kahn's voice would say, "It's official. You suck."
He would say that sometimes during the matches, wouldn't he?
Not that I recall. No. I could
He
be
does in the newer
remembering wrong.
games.
Does he really? He says you suck?
Yeah.
Huh. Our characters are just quietly watching this nonsense. Pink's jumping up and down, just in utter joy of having gotten his peg leg, and soon is doing a haka in celebration. And now he just quietly wandered off, like, fuck this. He's just quietly, just sauntering off, and Pink's still jumping up and down. I grow wary with this nonsense, this frivolity. Better things to do have I.
I grow weary of these children in their game.
Yeah, totally.
This cat is called Peanuts. Who did it?
I did it. Peanuts.
Unbelievable.
It's a cute name for a kitty. Peanuts. Peanuts. It's actually one of my cat's real names. Just my cat's named Peanut instead of Peanuts.
Ah.
Yep, little orange guy. Looks like a little circus peanut.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
I didn't know you were right there. I was very confused why building pieces suddenly appeared.
Alex, what were we building?
What were you and I build? Well, I've built a lot of things. But in terms of what you were building, I got no fucking clue.
Yeah,
No
me
telling.
either.
There's no telling.
I got no fucking idea. Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
I have no idea.
You're right all along.
I guess I'll use this as a building platform. Nope. There we go. Okay,
I was trying to create a like ah.
Ah.
yeah, I too was trying to create.
What are you guys even talking about? What does that translate to? What do you mean? What are you actually doing?
I said I was trying to create a place where I could like enter to go down the hatch from the walkway up there.
Oh, okay.
And then Dubs like took the floor out from underneath my feet, which was why I screamed all of a sudden.
I see. That makes more sense now.
I understand now.
Understand.
I see clearly now what must be done.
I can see
I was
clearly
just
now
thinking that.
the rain is gone.
That still comes to my head anytime I hear Edge's stupid modern theme. I don't care what people say about it. The old one's better. It's like yeah, nah, I like the old one better.
Edge used to walk out so I can see clearly now the
No,
rain is
no.
gone.
Remember, I must. That joke must be super obscure because whenever I make it, people are like, "What?" No, no. Edge. On this day, I see clearly. You know,
Oh yeah,
now the rain
yeah.
has gone. Yeah. Apparently, it's not as obvious a connection, but for some reason to me, it always was like an instant, immediate. Oh, it's the I can see clearly the rain is gone song, and yeah, I'm the only one who ever made that connection. Apparently, like no one is ever like on the same wavelength whenever I bring it up. Yeah, I like his old one better. The the you think you know me, you think you know me, without all the
Yeah.
bullshit. When he used to come out of the crowd, that was a badass theme, and the Brood
Oh
theme.
yeah,
The
this
Brood
is
theme
looking
was
really
so
good,
good.
Alex.
The Brood
Liar.
thing is the top one song of all time.
The
No
Brood
others
theme was
compare.
really good. It went to a wrestler who didn't deserve it.
Uh-oh.
Something went wrong here.
Oh no.
Okay, I think I figured out what went wrong here. Okay, never mind. Nope. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay.
Did the wrong thing there.
Okay, boom. All right, there we go. That is a triangle floor. Okay, let's see. There we go. Very nice. Now let's see. Put a little wall action back here.
Oh yeah, I love wall action.
That's the sound of wall action.
Whoop 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 whoop. There we go. I'm proud of every one of you. They're not too outdated yet. I like it.
Ah, they're only eternal ones, like Looney Tunes. I said eternal ones. That makes it sound like some fucking eldritch.
No,
form.
no, I knew immediately what you meant. It's fine. I mean, that is funny, but
The curly one.
Yeah, I'm up in heaven. Yeah, they used to be on all the time when I was a kid, and now I don't ever see them on anymore. So I just assumed that they were kind of like just forgotten. I'm glad that you guys know. I mean, I guess they're iconic
Nothing's
enough.
on
That it
TV
seems
anymore, brother.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's true, isn't it?
TV isn't a thing anymore.
With
Yeah.
that said, I guarantee at least one of the streaming services has got like the complete Three Stooges collection.
You'd think so, surely. I mean, they've been
Wasn't
released
there
on
like
DVD.
there was the Three Stooges movie not that long ago, although it did
Oh, I
flop.
forgot. Yeah,
It was
it looked like
awful.
yeah, it looked like absolute shit. They had the same trope that everyone always employs when they get an old property, which is, wouldn't it be funny just inherently if they were in modern times instead?
I
No,
hate that so much. It's
it's
literally every single one.
It is. Anytime
And
someone brings back some old property, they got to put it in modern times for the culture clash. Ooh,
they're
you
they're
already.
they literally all just copied Enchanted. I think Enchanted was the first to do that trope, despite not being based on
An
a
actual
property.
license.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know that they did that in Enchanted. Am I thinking of the right
yeah, no,
movie?
Enchanted
Enchanted, the
was all
Disney
about
movie?
like a character coming out of like the animated world into the real world. And then
Oh.
like Smurfs copied it and Sonic copied it and
Oh shit.
Pokemon copied it and Barbie copied it and
Well,
just
Sonic has been a smashing success, so.
well, so is
Oh
Barbie. Barbie is
yeah.
what, like one of
Yeah.
the top female directed movie of all time, you know?
It was already that after like 2 weeks. I mean, it's probably
Yeah,
gonna be untouchable now.
exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Last
it's
I
like
checked, it's first of all, it's the #1 movie of the year domestically and
yep,
international, and
yep,
it's almost at 600 million domestic alone.
yep, and 1.5 billion globally.
Yeah, we're talking fucking Avengers money.
Yeah,
And I hear it's really good, but I also hear it's like super, down with the patriarchy. So I don't know.
I disagree with that, but
What
you
the
know,
latter part?
yeah,
What was
I
it good?
personally, I loved it. Yeah, no,
Really?
I
Okay.
really liked it, and
All right.
I thought that it was actually Ted very much so disagrees with me on this, but I thought it was actually very like pro math. Well, I won't say like fully pro male, but like it has some really good messages for men. And like the plot line with Ken especially is a really
Oh.
poignant plot line, I thought.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I knew I'd check it out sooner or later. I just
Mhm.
that worried me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Ted would definitely disagree with me on that and say that it's definitely trying to support like feminine utopia or like female-led utopia and
Well,
having
what
men
what
be
I read
subservient.
is
But
that
I
the
very much
movie
so
turns.
disagree with
Ted
that.
would. Ted would also watch Critical Drinker and Ben Shapiro make a video
Yeah.
on it and say, "Oh, well, clearly this movie is a waste of my time." Then.
Yes, that's exactly what he did. Was he watched Critical Drinker and watched Ben Shapiro's reviews, and then based his entire like understanding of the movie off of that. And both me and Gog, who neither of us I think are like super feminist or anything, we're both like, no, that's not really what the movie was about.
What
So
I
when we talk
read.
about Ted, sometimes we make him sound like people are gonna think like, "Oh, he's like, they're just friends with this fucking maniac."
I never even thought of that. Anytime he gets brought up, it's negatively.
Yeah,
Why do they like this guy? Folks, to be fair, I can summarize this. To be fair, Ted is a really good guy, but he's incredibly unapologetically, aggressively opinionated on the things he loves, and in particular, the things he hates. And he seems a little bit kind of wishy-washy about either of those things at any given time, depending on what time of day and what his mood might happen to be. So we've all had our beefs with him. Myself, probably more so than I think anybody, or at least the biggest, like, loudest knockdown, drag out. Fucking like don't even want to talk to the guy anymore because like fuck you, dude. Why are you even in my life? But eventually, I come around and realize again, he's a really good guy. He's got good values. It's just you never hear about
yeah.
him because they're outweighed sometimes by all of his negative eccentricities.
Ted, there is a Raul. No, not Raul. That's his pen name.
Well,
That's his fake character's name. There was a Hunter S. Thompson quote when he was doing the and he was talking about his deceased friend, where the Mexican lawyer gentleman who was played by Benicio del
Oh, I
Toro.
thought he was supposed to be Samoan.
No, you're right, Samoan. Yeah,
Oh.
he lies and says that he's Mexican in because Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas follows fictionalized versions of Hunter S. Thompson and his Mexican lawyer friend or Samoan lawyer friend. No, yeah, it's Mexican lawyer friend. And so he in Fear and Loathing, he of course renames himself to Raoul Duke, and
Oh.
he renames his Mexican lawyer friend to Doctor something or other, and as a gag on the fact that the real life Doctor, I can't even remember what the character's name was, as a gag on the fact that the real life Doctor whatever, was Mexican and not Samoan, when they cast Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, they went with Benicio del Toro to play the character. And they say he's Samoan throughout the movie, but it's obviously Benicio del Toro, who is decidedly not Samoan.
Yeah, pretty Mexican from what I can tell. Sounds like
Yeah,
a fairly Mexican name, or Hispanic, I guess I should say, but I think he's actually specifically Mexican. I
I
don't
believe
know.
so,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I thought he
Yes.
was.
But the real life gentleman wound up disappearing on a boating trip. There have been
Oh, that's right.
There have been conspiracy theories about it. Some have said that the Mexican mob, the Mexican drug cartels, were trying to take him out because he'd been saying that the Mexican drug cartels were a plague on the country, which, yeah,
Ooh,
that
don't do that.
follows. And there's been a lot of theories about that, but Hunter S. Thompson, when he released a eulogy for him, and this wound up getting included in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the movie adaptation, he at one point says that the man was God's own prototype. Too strange to live, but too unique to die. That pretty well describes Ted.
That's a yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that there haven't been times where I was just absolutely fucking fed to the gills, like just wanting to fucking put my fist through the screen, for weeks at a time because of something that Ted did or said, and more than likely would not back down from. You guys were all there for all of this, Alex, you in particular. But I mean, just eventually the fact that he is ultimately a good person wins out, as it should.
Yeah, at
I
the
mean,
end of the
catch me a
day,
year from now when he said something else that pisses me off. I'll be singing a different tune, but I'll come around eventually. Give it time. Go on.
Ted never holds his views just like. Ted never strikes you as somebody who. Okay, when Ted is bullshitting, and Ted does like to bullshit sometimes. For instance, while the pay-per-view was going on, they played a little ad for the Cure for Cancer promotion. Connor's Cure, a reference to Connor.
That Counter the Crusher.
Yeah, and Cody at one point comes on and says, like, we've done this and that and this and that for curing cancer, and hey, we're real proud of what we've done here. And Ted comments, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, just take the cancer out of all the kids and put it in Cody."
Oh
Ugh.
God!
Yeesh.
But Ted has also at several points now since Cody's come back say, I can't believe it, but I'm actually growing to really like Cody.
Yeah,
That's
that
Ted.
sounds like Ted. That's Ted for you.
Sometimes Ted thinks it's really funny to just aggressively shit on one person.
Well,
And
when
Cody
it's
is-
hyperbole, like when it's obvious hyperbole, I like it. But like if you were to then like ask Ted, like, well, you don't really want him to have cancer or whatever. If he were like to then double down and say, well, maybe not cancer, but I think he sucks in every way, and I wish he'd go away, and he's never been good, and no one likes him. That's the kind of stuff that starts to get on my nerves. That's what turns
sometimes
from
he doesn't
hyperbole
cut.
into aggressive opinion.
Sometimes he doesn't cut the bit until you proactively call him out and say like no. And if he's in
Yeah.
a bad mood, which admittedly, nobody's immune from having bad moods, and sometimes like I'll
of
admit,
course.
sometimes I do act like Ted should be immune from having bad moods, which I think on some level we all do. But sometimes Ted has a bad mood and he won't drop the bit, and
Yeah.
he will keep going with like I guess from his perspective, it's kind of an understandable thing of like, well, you guys get to have your stupid fucking bits, but I'm not allowed to say, that I want this and that to happen to Cody, even though I don't actually want this and that to happen to Cody.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, with Bray, he was audibly holding back, and he was saying, like, no, I'm not actually happy Bray died, but you could tell he was, like, really wishing he could make jokes about saying he's glad Bray died, right?
Wait, who is this? You're saying Ted or somebody else? Because I thought Ted did do that.
No, Ted, well...
Wasn't Ted the one who said that he like, oh, how sad. Now I can't make fun of how much he sucks.
Well, Ted, I definitely recall Ted saying that, but Pink, you might have said that as well, didn't you?
I don't think I did. I know Ted did.
Yeah. What the fuck?
It's fine. Go on.
Why
Are you?
Good question.
Hang on. What? Huh? It won't let me. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. I'll figure it out. But yeah. Anyways. Uh.
Oh,
Look, I'm having a time here now, man.
that's all right. Worry about what's more important. We can get back to talking about this other stuff in a minute. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Ted also is fundamentally the guy that if he thinks you're in trouble, he will reach out. Ted is fundamentally the guy who, when there's an actual problem, will reach out and make peace. Ted is fundamentally the guy who is genuinely loyal to people. Ted is the guy who, despite all the trouble he gives Gog and G-Man, he did explicitly say at one point, like, okay, as much beef as I give G-Man, if Rocky ever, like, throws anything serious about G-Man, I'm gonna tell him to fuck off. That kind of thing,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Ted is a guy of tremendous integrity. He just has the bad habit of letting his aggressive, opinionated personality obscure that sometimes.
Yes. Yeah.
So to anyone who happens to hear this again, thinking like, "Why would you guys say this guy sounds like the king douche?" Well, yeah, sometimes he is. A lot of the times he is, but deep down, he's still. When you really get past that veneer, he's a good guy.
At the end of the day,
Very.
fundamentally, yes.
Yes, yeah. You might have to. Well, in fact, you will unquestionably have to do your due diligence to get to that point. And sometimes it's going to be a real fucking pain in the ass. Sometimes you're going to hate him for it and think, why am I even bothering? This is not worth it. But in the end, he'll have your back. He'll fight for what's right. Usually, he'll fight to survive. Kumite.
I don't want to interrupt
No
this
one.
discussion, but let me get in this little bit 'cause it's
That's
distracting me every
fine.
time. I sometimes will put down my hammer to look at the floor scheme to see how I compare the roof. You want the roof and the floor to be matching in terms of their usage of triangle and square pieces, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The trouble is that every time I put my construction hammer down and look down, I'm looking at my character's boobs just jiggling like fucking nuts. And every time
Wait, are
it's
you
like looking...
zoomed in? Like
Huh?
in first person? Are you in first person, you mean?
Yeah, in first person I'm looking down
Oh,
because
okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's actually worth noting that just like 2 minutes ago, before you said that, I was doing this armor creation stuff, and I wound up with Black Corsair Pauldron, which I've apparently never put on a female before, and it's literally just like this tiny tube top that goes halfway up the boobs. And it was really rather sexy. It kind of took me back a little bit. I had to check out the jiggle physics, and then I put it back.
Oh, wow.
What is going on here? Oh, I see. Yeah, I
Ooh.
just forgot how these pieces are used. Hang on, give my brain a moment to recharge.
It happens.
Where did the Silent Legion armor come from?
I just all these were cheat summons. I have no idea. They're just there for
There's
like
no
I don't
way
know
any
like
of us have been to the Black Fortress.
oh
Yeah.
should I get rid of that one maybe?
No, as long as it's just a display model.
Yeah, because honestly, I have no idea for most of these which ones are only DLC, which ones have to be crafted, which ones have to be found. Like I was coming up with every possible armor I could think of just so people could see what's out there, and
Yeah.
if they could duplicate them.
All I wanted was the helmet from it. But I will find a way to get to that Black Fortress.
What was that,
Which
Soon?
What's that?
What was that, Soon? You, for a second
sounded
there,
right
I thought.
to me.
For a second there, I thought Soon you said, "But me will find it."
No, no. That's
No, yeah.
That's funny to think that he suddenly went caveman, though. Very seriously, no less. Well, all I wanted was
Just
that
all of a
helmet,
sudden,
but
just
he
be
will
like,
find
me
it.
find it, though.
Yeah, but even without the accent, though, I wanted the
Yeah,
helmet,
yeah.
but me will find it.
Why
What?
use many word when few word work just as good?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, me will find it.
me find helm.
Like
Yeah,
very,
me find the
very
helm.
like definitive, very like confident in it too. Me will find it.
Me will find it. Me look hard.
Me on the job. Me not disappoint.
Me on the job.
Me get it done.
That's funny.
Me do me proud.
All right, I have to go to get going to bed though.
Oh, bummer. It's been
Well,
fun
too
though.
late for me.
Very, very
Yeah,
adventurous night
it's
of
been fun
play.
for sure.
Yeah.
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 Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Night, man.
Were you able to determine the solution to his building issue over there?
Oh, I'm working on
That
it.
sounds like no. Oh, you think it's possible?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, this is a weird fucking problem here we got here. Because it won't let me put floor panels in a few places here. Let me try it in third person. No? Okay. Well, see, it would be complete if it weren't for these roof panels that the game just... the game just looks at me and goes, no.
I guess there's probably no easy way to explain the issue. I'll have to go over there and look at it at some point.
Yeah, it's... I don't know what the fuck to make of it. Can I, like, figure out... This can work. You know what? This will cover up the issue and
figured
look
something
like I
out?
did it intentionally.
Nice.
This will look like it... this will look intentional. Yeah, this will work. Soon may have questions when he comes back, and I'll tell him fucking deal with it.
Well, as long as it leans towards fixing his issue, I think he'll probably be okay with it either way.
There we go. Well, I can probably... Yeah, I can just do this. Boop. And... boop. Okay, I don't know where the hell he wants his hatch, but it'll come later.
Heh.
That's our Zath Temple proof.
Sounds like you got it.
Yeah, I'm not... It's... Hang on, let me see it from the ground floor. Because right now it's looking a little bit strange. Oh, yeah, it's a weird one.
Let me come check it out. I'm curious now.
Ooh. Gonna need to work on that ceiling pieces a little bit.
I mean, it sounds appropriate, being that it's a temple to, like, a weirdo or something like that.
Yeah, from the outside, it's a little bit odd. From the inside, it's real fucking odd.
From the outside so far, it looks cool. Let me see. I mean, it is super odd, super crazy odd, but I like it. It's like sure, in this game it's weird, but that's honestly the kind of thing that somebody would design on purpose and it would win awards for, like, avant-garde.
I suppose it would. But, yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's Soon's building. I guess I'll wait and see what Soon thinks of it.
I honestly kind of like it. I mean, it's not my style, but I like it. It's very unique. I really like the tiny little platform to nowhere there. That's actually it's cool. I dig it. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I like it. To be perfectly honest.
I'll get used to it.
Yeah. What was the so that was to clog up the fact that he wanted it to look shaped from the outside, circular, and then sloped. That's what that was all about?
Yeah, he wanted a sloped roof that would fit underneath the bar.
Oh, that's really specific. Okay. I didn't know that's why he wanted it.
Yeah.
Should be getting myself torn up to shreds crawling up the top of it here, but
You really should. The Frontier building set's a little bit odd.
Oh, I really like the top of it too. That it's got like this unintentional path. That's super cool. I really like it.
Yeah, let me get up there. I can't climb my ass up there because my dumb sorceress ass can't barely move a muscle without running out of breath, but...
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a little path that was, I guess, unintended. It's neat.
So these little caps here with the these little mini domes here.
Yeah.
I did not intend these to be here. I intended to put the regular wooden flooring down, but it just
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
let me for some reason.
Oh, this is what it wouldn't let you. That's...
Yeah.
You know, see, earlier, I wonder if when you were asking before about why I put random spots and like broke down part of the mountain back there and stuff like that, why are there little pieces floating in the air and connected to the sides of buildings? I forgot that in addition to having trouble with the game being a little bit anal, it seemed more so than usual about not being able to put down stuff without supports nearby, it also seemed like there were areas that were fully supported and easily, clearly should have been able to make just a clean floor all the way across multiple spots, but it wouldn't work. I tried and tried and tried, and I had to like break a bunch of things and go through a bunch of weird like arcane methods to be able to make it ultimately work. Like the game was rejecting my attempts to just make a straight, solid, flat floor.
Oh, yeah.
Wondering if
Yeah,
something's glitched out or something.
I'm wondering that myself, but yeah, nonetheless, I'm probably gonna go. I should go ahead and cut this recording here, as it's likely gone on long enough. So there you go,
All
folks.
right.
There's an entire video of me hemming and hawing and being absolutely blustered by that
That's fine. The
thing.
people watching mine haven't seen a whole lot other than me making some armor. If they're men
Oh,
and they're appreciative of well illustrated female character models, they got a quick glimpse of my character wearing that tiny little half shirt thing. But other than that, just looking at some cool armor and that's about it. Hearing some
hmm.
fun stories.
I believe the
We don't
entirety
care
of the
about your.
month of October's uploads of Conan Exiles are probably gonna be me in this castle harvesting lots of stone.
Ah, it happens. That's fine.
All right, see you later, folks.